Traveling the rails in Switzerland. Over several decades of travel in Europe, Vertis and I developed a fondness for Switzerland. Tourism is one of the top Swiss job creators. The country strives to attract visitors and make them want to come back. One of the incentives is a Swiss travel pass that can be purchased before arriving in the country. It lets a visitor ride almost any form of transportation in the country, including buses, trains, boats, lake ferries, and mountain lifts. It's surprising how easy the pass makes traveling, and as a bonus, it allows free admission to 50 Swiss museums. We usually start our trip by flying to Zurich, resting for a couple of days, then heading to various areas of the countryside. A few days in Zurich can be a fine start to your trip because of the great restaurants and the Banhofstrasse, one of the most exclusive shopping streets in Europe. We once were traveling there with relatives when one of the young girls in our group put her feet up on the seat in front of her. Many of the trains have sections of coaches with facing seats for families. You can travel by lake paddle steamers out of Zurich, by regular trains to street. Don't ignore public rail and bus travel in the larger cities, starting with a ride from the airport to the center of town, with your travel pass. Transportation to most towns will be on regular trains, but if you want to visit some of the mountain villages such as Wengen, it will be on a cogwheel train, a very steep railway with a toothed track rail usually between the running rails. Traveling by train will give you the opportunity to interact with the locals, and since you can hop off a train at any station and catch another one later, it provides the freedom to vary your trip at a moment's notice. We were traveling from Zurich to Lauterbrunnen, which calls itself the most beautiful village in Switzerland, when the train made an intermediate stop. As I looked out the window, I saw a crowd gathering along one of the main streets in town. Soon we were lined up along a main street with almost everyone else in town. Then, after about another 30 minutes, it became obvious that the Swiss parade soldiers were marching through the centuries, bringing up the rear with a unit of modern special forces. We were going to Wengen, but before we reached our connecting rail station, the train made a stop at a fair-sized town near the edge of the Swiss Alps. We hopped off the train as another parade approached. He spoke English, as most Swiss do, and said, "It's the day the cattle herders bring their herds down from the high pastures in the mountains for the winter." The Swiss love jazz, and American groups are usually featured at the Montreux Jazz Festival, non-stop music for several days, or go to Fastnacht, the Protestants' answer to Carnival, in Basel. It is the largest festival in the country, a combination of floats and hundreds of small bands. That's just a taste of Switzerland, a small country in the heart of Europe that makes a point of welcoming travelers. Before making travel arrangements to visit other countries, check with the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to learn if there are health notices in effect at your destination. If you like this content, please subscribe, like, comment and share. See you in another video. Thank you for watching.